have you found yourself at the grocery store, looking around or standing in front of your fridge with the door open, wondering what you were going to prepare for dinner? Well, in the next few minutes, my friends, I will teach you a system where you will never again wonder what to cook. The simple technique is used by professional chefs all over the world. They all know it, they all use it, and you should too. A professional chef cannot be wondering what to cook on a Monday morning for the entire week. He has to plan. He has to order. He has to shop accordingly and get organized. Doesn't matter if you're cooking for 500 people a day or family of 4. You still can apply the same technique with great success. First thing first, you have to pick a day where you spend a few minutes planning the menu for the week. Sunday works for me. Pick whatever day works for you. Get the family involved. Everybody should choose the menu, help you choose the menu. And especially the day they're going to become your sous chef. You'll need to print every recipe you'll need to prepare for the week. If you do not have a printed recipe, make a list of all the ingredients you'll need for that dish. Do not forget to plan on using leftover when planning the menu. For example, if one day you're having roasted chicken, you may want to plan the next day to do a nice chicken salad, have some extra chicken that you want to save. As you read each recipe from top to bottom, prepare at least 2 shopping lists. One for dry goods like rice and flour and pantry item, and the other one for fresh ingredient like produce, meat, fish, perishable. Make the list based on the store you will be shopping. For instance, if you do not buy your fish or your meat at the supermarket, like some people don't, make sure you make a note, fishmonger on Tuesday, meat store on Wednesday. Also, do not forget to defrost in advance. Have your shopping days on your schedule. It's very important. Early morning usually works the best, especially for grocery store, I find. If you have it on the schedule, you know, every Monday morning or every Sunday night or whenever it is you want to try to avoid the grocery store actually at night because they got nothing left. The day you're cooking, get your sanitized water ready as the first thing you should do, friends. I have it in my kitchen every day. As a matter of fact, I never cook without. That's the first thing I do when I get into the kitchen. I get my sanitized water, especially if I'm going to do a lot of protein. I'm just doing vegetables and all, maybe just a little soapy water. If I'm going to do some protein, I put a little bit of white vinegar, like 1 gallon of water for 3 tablespoons of vinegar, or a little bit of bleach. No, not both of them, not bleach and vinegar, just or vinegar or bleach. And the bleach, I just put 1 tablespoon of bleach. It hardly smells better, more than my pool water. Read the recipe from top to bottom. It's very important, friends. Everybody tells you that. But read the recipe from top to bottom. I receive comment all the time. Somebody say, you didn't tell us to cook the broccoli on a stir fry. It says pre-cooked broccoli. So it's important you pay attention to read, and also you may want to prepare the rice that go with that dish, the potatoes, the vegetables, whatever it is. So it's important you read everything in it before you start. Now the most important, it's funny, matter of fact, I was reading a comment the other day for me, Richard. Richard said, you taught us so many things, but one thing that you taught me then is non-negotiable, is mise en place. Friends, mise en place. The secret though, friends, mise en place. Mise en place. Very important. Put in place. Not really means put in place. It means, mise en place translate put in place. But it really means chop and dice everything in little bowls, ready to go. So when you start cooking, you can have fun with your glass of wine because everything is chopped and diced, the kitchen is clean, and you're starting to cook. I promise you, friends, if you're disciplined about your mise en place, you'll never start cooking without making it. Okay? So it's very important. Mise en place. Also, when ready to start chopping and dicing, check the recipe for the next day and the next day. Because if you're having onion or celery or carrots, those could be chopped the same day. Put them in a little glass bowl. They stay in the fridge perfectly comfortably for 2 days. Okay? Most important, friends, clean as you go. After you finish with one ingredient, Clean up the board, clean up the table. Don't start with a new ingredient with a mess already on your board. I can tell a professional cook if he's good or not, or he's organized or not, or clean or not, by the way I look at their cutting board. You can see cooks that have a cutting board full of the stuff they've been cooking for the last 2 or 3 hours. Or you can see the organized chef. He cleans, start with the next ingredient. It's so much nicer to start with a clean cutting board. You don't have leftover rosemary that's going to fall in your roasted beets, for instance.